drip them. I was like, what? No. That's a
They're
leak.
dog.
No,
No, that's a leak.
I said, did Richard just lick my foot? What the?
Do you think he would do something?
Richard got a dog?
Richard got a dog.
Package dog.
What's that? What the hell is that?
That's a dog. That's the type of
Those
dog
are the
from
moments what I'm
California.
talking about, where I'm so happy you're my like. You say, ah. I'm just like, ah.
Captain Jack Snap.
Stop. I will return punch you.
What is he done?
Oh, God.
Here it is. Here it is.
I gotta call Charlie. I
I
called him
spoke to him
Saturday.
yesterday.
Yeah, I called him Saturday.
He's dating
He got a
this
leader.
girl.
I know, he told me he got a rich girlfriend.
He does, dude.
She got, her dad got money. She took me
Bro,
to
he
the boat.
called me on a jet ski.
I was like, okay, Charlie.
Yeah.
Go fall in love.
And he was like, it took him 30 minutes to put the covers on jet skis while he was on the phone with me. Like, I don't get how. What? Here, hold on. And he just put the phone down. Okay.
He built him a leader, and he got 2 pushes. Charlie.
Yeah, he's already almost back to level 2.
All right.
Charlie.
Now we can start.
We could have started 50 minutes ago.
How's
Whatever.
Get off of Jared, guys.
Why?
Look, he makes sense. Thank you.
All right. So
Are you
first,
trying to
for the team here,
took my pen?
Um,
You took my pen too?
for you
Nobody got a
guys,
pen.
let's first talk about the logistics. Is that okay?
Tracy.
I left my stuff in the car.
Bro,
No.
What?
we were in the field, Tracy, the other day. And then Tracy knocks, this lady opens, and he's like, did they tell you about the water? She's like, He goes, did you give you one of these? No.
I said, put that shit down.
But then I go like this, right in front of this lady. She looks and I go. She just looks at
She's like, the fuck is that?
What, the bed like that?
Right in
I
front
was
of
just
her.
like, got it.
The paper in your face.
And I was looking at the lady dead in the eye too. I was like,
Oh man.
That's when it's you, me, and Jared. We killed that whole apartment complex.
that was good, bro.
That was such a good day.
Back.
Okay. Can we start?
Please.
Okay. So the goal is to take about 30 minutes, not more than that. But you guys can ask questions. So first, we're gonna talk about logistics, dates that we're leaving. This is more for the team, right? So when do you guys? Does anybody know when are you guys leaving? I'm genuinely asking. I gave you some dates. Do you guys don't know where you're going, address? Like, let's get all that stuff out of the way. Where you're driving to.
So it depends on if we're doing this in one night stop or.
So let's plan that right now. We're gonna get that right now.
So we know it's a
Yes, ma'am.
19+ hour drive if we go along the border, and if you don't, it's like 20 hours.
I feel like we can stop on the side of the. They have like rest stop. We can wait for a little bit.
But if it's 3 people, it's three people.
So let's look
Yeah,
at the
my-
car rides. Let's look at the car rides. Okay. First lap. Is it So what cars are driving?
Mine.
It's gonna be 2 cars.
We got 3 right here.
3 cars.
Who's the
1,
first
2, and 3. Right.
car? Okay.
Cool. 1, 2, and 3, and it's 6 people.
Yeah.
Right. So you guys need to plan that, right? Because it's 3 people with a lot of stuff.
We gotta match personality.
Is anybody gonna be you on?
I don't think
He's shipping his car.
I don't think Nina need a U-Haul that much stuff.
Bro, how much stuff?
Ladies are different. So let's
Yeah.
let's.
I
You
can't
aren't
talk. I
taking
got a
like
bunch.
your bed or.
No, I got a bunch of stuff.
No,
so-
I'm gonna get it.
No, I'm gonna just buy
I
it.
got a box.
A bed?
A little box.
He's like.
Bro, Dwight's like that
Sleep on
kid
the
with
floor.
the pole with the bag
It's not
over
like
it.
You pull it up in between doors.
What's wrong with sleep on the floor? It's good for your back.
But
Nobody's gonna sleep.
No. Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. My God, no. Besides jokes, because then it's gonna take us forever with jokes. The jokes are funny though. No, most people like, hey, it's probably more efficient. Like, think about the money. If you look up the money, I've just done this a few times. If you look up the money that's gonna cost you to get a U-Haul, if it's just to put your mattress and your business that goes under the mattress, you're gonna pay more money for that than just buying a new bed. You know what I mean?
then I would have to bring another bed back home. I guess I would.
You're planning 2 ahead of time. you're planning to like whenever you have that problem, you figure out that. Just think about. I just think about like it's easier to travel light and do whatever you want. But like as you just saw, if you want a U-Haul, you're gonna have to get a U-Haul yourself.
And then tow the Dodge behind the U-Haul.
And if you do though, it's fine. Like, whoever wants to put stuff in there, they can split the cost. It's fine to get a U-Haul, but then that U-Haul is it'll drive 60 or 70, 80 miles an hour maximum. So that's that drive's gonna take more than maybe like 30 hours instead.
I don't trust the U-Haul going in.
We've done it. I've sent people on a U-Haul from here to Aaron's office in LA. You can do it. It's okay. It's just that's what we're gonna plan, right? So do you guys need a U-Haul? Are you guys taking a U-Haul?
Well, not if I'm
You're
gonna
taking
get
your car?
3 outfits. That's all that's gonna fit in the car.
No, look, I'm
You drive
looking
a
at
Do you
my
have a
son.
car that you're taking?
No, not yet, but I back up. I'll take my mom's truck.
Okay.
If anything
A different
happens
truck?
to-
Now, if you take the truck, you can put a lot of stuff
Yeah,
back
but
there.
if I don't, like, I'm gonna fit 3 outfits.
No,
Two pairs of
I
shoes
look
in the car.
these vacuum seal bags. You can put a lot of clothes, and then it'll go flat. Like,
Oh, I
This
seen that
black.
commercial.
and then you could just like stack them in your trunk.
Anyway, you should take the truck then, and then if you want to get the truck back and buy a car when you're there, you ship the truck. It costs $1,000, right? No, $800, $600. Like it costs you one check, Magali. Less, half a check. Monday through Wednesday for you. It costs you to ship the car back.
Monday through Wednesday.
Yeah.
Real
Monday-
talk.
If you start your weekend Thursday and that's you pay the car. Anyway, Figure it out.
Yeah.
let's talk about dates. So there's 6 people. You should take a truck because you guys need to get together. Let's pull up a situation where all 6 people get together at one spot and figure out the cars. We don't want to like figure that out later. Does that make sense? So that's your car. What car is it?
Mazda Junior.
Somebody, maybe Tracy, maybe you should take notes of this.
I am.
What car?
Mazda, it's basically a Ford Escape.
A Ford Escape. So it's like Tommy's car.
It's like a small
He
SUV.
drives a car. I got an SUV.
It's SUV.
Oh, your car. I was with you the other day drinking coffee in there.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a big car.
That's a 4-cylinder.
And then but it's a big car. And you have a truck. And you have a
A small Mazda 3.
okay. So there's 6 people driving. We have 3 car-less people for the drive with stuff. And 6 people stuff and 3 cars. So it's 2, 2, and 2, right? Oh, that's pretty good.
I think me and Dwight are in the same boat in the sense that we have like no belongings. All my stuff can fit in the suitcase and my backpack.
It's gonna be like the
Easy.
kids with the
You
pole.
can put that in your lap. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Exactly.
So who has the biggest? Who would have the biggest room out of all you guys?
Let's talk about the cars. Like,
I'm
dude,
saying,
they got enough space
No,
because
that's what I'm saying.
Dwight
Like,
and Jared,
truck-wise.
they're gonna have a. It's only them. They're gonna have much stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Dwight
whoever
can
has
get
the
all this
biggest
stuff in a
space,
fanny
you
pack.
guys can
Pretty much.
put most of your stuff in
What
that.
else do we need?
Okay, where? No. Let's do this. Where? So let's day that we leave, day that we drive away.
So
Are we leaving on June 8th?
I say if it's June 8th, it takes about 2 days to get down there. We'll be down there by June
2
10th.
days.
We're gonna have to be sly with Dwight in this.
Here's
one.
my
So
idea.
June
Here's what I
7th.
would recommend is that you don't have to do stops. It's just that you can stop, but you can stop in El Paso. It's 9 hours, and then it's 11 hours after El Paso. That's what they're doing. If you guys get a hotel night, I can help. I recommend that you. Depends on what you want, really, how quick you want to get there. Like, none of the guys that went to Aaron's office stopped on nothing.
Yeah, I
They
could
just
drive
did a
all
20-hour drive, and they got there, they were tired. And that's it.
So we need to be there by June 10th.
You guys need to be there. So
I don't wanna be
when do you guys need to get
missing
your key for your apartment?
So it's available on June 9th. I have to talk to y'all too about that. We gotta pay our first month.
No worries, I got mine.
I will wait till my next check. I just spent a bunch of it.
Pay tomorrow. Don't wait till the next check. I'll give you your check up front. But okay, so the 9th. You guys got. I suggest. So the 9th, you guys have a place to stay.
Yes.
Cool. You guys probably do. So I suggest you get there the 9th, and you wake up the 10th there, because the 10th, you'll be moving some stuff, and then you'll probably come pick all of us up from the airport, because we'll be getting there, and you guys can help get us from the airport, and then we'll go to this mansion late at night. The 10th, we'll go to the office and visit and help put furniture until we go to the mansion. That's what we'll go do, all of us.
Okay, so the 8th, are we going into the office at all in the morning and
No,
then leaving?
So
Yeah,
we
no,
just
you
do
do
the
the
math
9th.
backwards. Look,
You
we
do
do the
the-
math
you gotta leave
backwards.
the
So
7th.
you gotta get there the 9th.
Yeah, you
So
leave the 7th or the 6th.
you guys should like, if you leave the 8th, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120
That would be a no
Yeah,
stop
that's
time.
good,
So.
Yeah, you should leave the 7th. So do this. Okay, so let's put it down. 7th you leave. So let's why don't you do this? Office. The 7th, Tuesday. You go to the office, you say goodbye to people. That's what I have on the plan, I think. And then you guys get together all 6. And then maybe figure out a time. Let's figure it out now. That we all can get back together at a point where we drive. All 3 cars need to leave at the same time. This is the best. This is how you do it the best. All 3 cars leave at the same time. I mean, you guys are adults. I don't want to micromanage it, but I'm trying to help you guys out. So,
We're gonna care about it.
so what will be a spot? Where do you live?
I live like
Arlington.
6 minutes from the office.
Burleson.
Arlington.
Kelly.
Why don't we just meet at the
Damn.
office?
Sit there.
I live by the office, so it's like 5 minutes.
Or in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Like Arlington.
Okay, you guys should meet at the office.
Yeah, dude.
And then just,
Make it easy.
yeah, so like, if you guys all meet at the office, at, let's say, I don't know, at what time?
Like 6 on the 7th? Would that work for everybody?
6 p.m.?
Yeah.
You guys think that's too late, too early?
Because you guys are gonna get to
I
El
mean, honestly,
Paso
we get
by
there,
like,
go to office
2
time, say our
I think
goodbyes,
5.
get the freaking
Just to be safe.
After.
she's an hour different. She's still gonna be up until 1
Because if we all go and we say our goodbyes a different day, and then like
And like, listen, like the whole stopping for El Paso is maybe not as necessary because you guys can switch driving
Right,
times every
switch
3-4 hours.
I think
Like, dude, one of you guys goes to sleep at 3 in the morning, the other one wakes up at 6. It's okay. Okay, so let's just say,
so like I
so you
was
think
supposed to
6.
drive my car with no offense.
whoa.
No cars.
Me?
They're like, yeah, you go to sleep, we'll be good. Sorry, man. I love you, but sorry.
You wake up in heaven.
You guys figure that out.
What the fuck?
Wait, the daytime? That's the white light.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty good. I done drove to
I'm not
South
sweating.
Padre. That's 9 hours from here. I done drove to South Padre.
Right, I know that you and I, we got road
I
trips
can
with
do that.
Vanderbilt.
I
I
got a
drove
lot of
in,
road
I
trips
drove
in
to
my
Galveston.
Bro, I see when you leave the field, you sit in the
I
car.
think the furthest I didn't.
You
Furthest
do
I done
not
drive
know
was
that.
16 hours.
What's
Right,
your point?
right.
Bro,
This is not a place to argue it, right? Don't worry, you're gonna be the best office.
He's
Now just take trucker
Get
pills.
some excess. Okay, so what time? It doesn't matter. I don't care who drives. So we're not trying. I don't want to talk about this for too long.
So Brad's thinking we leave like right after we say goodbye at the office.
Everybody goes home.
Everybody-
I think
Everybody
that
goes home.
means
Grab your stuff.
so you're not
I would
in the
show
morning.
up.
Right. 3 a.m.
Pack the night before, show up to the office ready to go.
Some people probably want to say goodbye to their parents right before.
Because you think about it.
That's why I'm taking the weekend. That's why I'm taking the weekend.
I was thinking, I never see my parents. My mom goes like, I would
Okay,
rather say my.
Brad, so we understand your opinion, so you want to go right away.
Yeah,
You see where I say.
But I was gonna say one thing. So basically, if we all go to the office and then go home, inevitably someone's there an hour after our designated time. When if we're all at the office, we know we're there. We can plan that. It's definitely we can leave there.
I
Yeah.
got it. Well,
No
listen,
delays.
I say we need to talk about it now. Just get the car race. Like this. That way, they, like I said, for example, I agree with Brad. I think we should leave right at the field. So that means, boom, we're going car ride. We know to be ready. So when we get to the office, say goodbyes. I'm saying goodbye to family this weekend. Boom, you can hit right after we say goodbyes in the morning. So I agree with Brad.
Logistically, it's.
It's just better. You
Okay,
get
great. We heard you guys. We heard you guys. What's comfortable? This is. It has to be as good. When you get to California, it's not. Nothing's gonna be convenient. So we'll be as convenient as we can now. What do you guys think?
Walk from Starbucks.
How much time do you guys? You guys don't understand. It's the girls. How much time do you guys need to pack?
Oh, that's not the packing.
Okay.
It is for me just because
Yeah.
I have a whole apartment to pack and clean
Heck yeah.
out. So
Heck yeah. See, that's fine.
I'll try to do as much as I can on my off time, which isn't a
But
lot.
by like Tuesday.
So I guess I was feeling like, oh, Tuesday was gonna be our last day in the office, and then I could like make sure everything was finalized on Tuesday. And in my mind, I thought we were leaving on Wednesday, but if we're leaving on Tuesday, I just have to get it done before.
And we're leaving on.
I can help. We doing nothing.
I might
Help with what? With pack like carrying.
carrying like
We
junk
got you.
and stuff.
You on the third floor?
Ooh.
I had something come up just now.
Hey, so look. So why don't you guys do this, and then because that way you guys all can. Are you on the same planet? You can do that for the field. So why don't we do this so that way everyone's happy. You guys come packed. You come packed to the place, to the office on Tuesday, and then you give your stuff to Brad and Magali. Your 2 backpacks. It's not gonna be too much.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, deadass.
And then you guys both jump in the car with Sam, and you make sure she doesn't carry nothing.
No worries.
And you just go to her house, you help her do whatever she needs to do, and you wait and you're patient. And then you guys go in her car and you guys meet at whatever your first truck stop is, like whatever Bucky's. You guys can recover, so all 3 cars drive up there, and you can drive the car until, because you were planning on driving, right? And you can drive them until wherever you guys meet. Maybe, hey, maybe that's what you should do. Hey, first stop at this time. Does that make sense? Would you agree with that? But you guys, she
But I'll
cannot
try
carry
to get
anything.
as much stuff done before then.
Yeah. Let's talk you and I maybe separate. But yeah, she'll start packing all that stuff. But when it comes to carrying big items, you guys need to. All that can go from you guys in her car is your bodies. Or do you need maybe just one person so that you can take more space?
So
I was thinking I might need more space in my
Okay.
back seat.
Boom, I'm there.
So
one person
maybe
is good.
one person.
It's okay. One of you, okay? Whoever does more push-ups between now and then.
as someone that has helped well, remove, so are you planning on moving furniture and stuff and putting it in storage? That is gonna take hours.
I'm gonna try to have that stuff done.
Okay, but I'm saying like if they're helping you with the heavy stuff, we should plan this.
You're
like,
trying to
before
put-
that day.
I'm gonna try
'Cause
to
they're gonna be there
have
till 7
all my
o'clock at
stuff
night, minimum. If they
done
do
by
that
the
then.
weekend.
Right, it's okay. It's okay. That's what we're planning.
I was trying to sell some of it.
You're trying to. You need to get furniture out of your house into where?
Into a storage unit.
Okay.
But I'm trying to see what I could sell. But whatever
Why don't you-
doesn't sell,
why
I'm gonna move.
Why don't you guys? Can you guys help her maybe this Sunday?
Yeah.
Because you guys to pack, you guys don't need help. So maybe let's
I'm
just
already-
help. Let them help you.
I'm already ready.
Either bring it to storage or sell it, but let the boys help you. That's what we got. Some strong 19-year-olds. And Jared now has a clock. So you just give it
So
to him.
they'll get-
About that.
Growth.
Nope. No. I
So
just
it's gonna
talked to
take
Logan.
Logan 30 days to get the title on his car, and I'm gonna be in Cali by then, and I don't want to drive a car with no title, no nothing to California, so I do not have a car.
That's fine. We didn't count on it, did we?
No?
You
We
just
were
said
not counting on it.
You just said I had a car now.
No, I
No,
clock.
clock.
Oh,
A clock,
I
yeah.
do have a clock that I
Yeah,
have.
a clock.
Yep.
And for the car for Logan, it doesn't matter. We can send you somebody on a road trip and bring you the car. That's okay. Fly them back. That's no big deal.
Cool.
So, cool. So, what time are we meeting at the office? We'll go to the office, and after the office people go into the field, you guys do the last car rides. Hooray, hooray! First to the field, first to make money, and you guys go to California and knock doors.
Yes.
You guys all get to Cali. You take whoever you need. Her car's gonna be a little behind. It's totally fine. That's the thing. You guys communicate. You're in the group text, okay? And maybe Jared, you go help her or drive. Doesn't matter. Whoever, okay? Just help her so she doesn't have to carry a little all this stuff, and we'll help her out.
I can help get rid of most
Anybody
of
else
the
need
furniture.
more help? Because like if we plan it now, like we can start helping you this weekend move stuff.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit more if you need more help?
What do you need to remove? Like what big stuff do you have?
Probably just my bed. There's a couch, a dining room table, entertainment center.
Okay. Somebody write all this down.
Nah, entertainment center just
And
sound.
you can either sell it or get rid of it or take it.
I can hear the bass on it. Ugh.
Okay, so all of you guys, and then what if you don't?
The TV.
What if you don't sell it?
Then I'm just gonna put it in a small storage unit.
When is the deadline that you were planning on finding out if you're selling it?
If I don't get anything sold by like Thursday, I'm gonna book
This
a-
Thursday.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna book a.
So
Yeah, man.
you send us pictures of the Cali group tonight,
Okay.
and then you send us pictures, and we all try to sell it.
Entertainment console.
She's gonna send pictures tonight.
A
So
king size bed.
That's good.
anybody that need a bed, I mean, I know some people in the office that don't have one.
Yep.
So hey, here's a bed. Maybe give it to him and pay you in payments.
We'll have an auction.
But the whole point is
No,
but the whole point is like, listen, somebody in the office that maybe needs a bed. Maybe they don't pay you right away, but if they pay you in payments and you know it's somebody that you trust, who cares, right?
That's what I'm
So,
saying. That's why I'm doing.
Can we make sure all as a team we just sell her stuff? You guys know how to sell some
Nope.
stuff?
Yeah.
We better.
Without the barcode.
We
Just
better know how to sell.
grab your body, toss yourself in that bed. $100. $600.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Okay, so we'll help her sell that. After that, what else concerns or what else bugs you? In terms of packing, moving.
Does anybody else has an apartment that they gotta pack and move stuff, or they all stand with somebody else separate?
So I've been crashing with folks, so I'm
Okay.
just
I know
leaving my
Jerry,
stuff
yeah,
in
I know
my
you
room
are.
and
Keith?
staying there.
He's good.
I'm great.
He's already been doing it, so he's
Yeah.
good. And you're good too. So yeah, we're all gonna help Sam and make her life easier because Sam got
Mama
more.
Sam.
Sam got more road than us, so we're gonna do whatever she says. Is that okay?
Boom.
We got you.
That's it. Just make us sell it. These kids can sell stuff. They'll go door to door. He takes the entertainment center. He takes the mattress.
Boom.
And it's a come with the water, right? So hey, it's $600 today. It come with a dispenser with 5 jugs and a king size bed.
Yeah.
In a free case.
It's Nestle water here with Osarka and Sam Baker.
No contact.
That's it. So we'll figure out. We'll help you sell it. If not, if you guys don't sell it by Thursday, then on Sunday, help her go to storage and put it in storage. Right?
Pictures.
Or I can see if I can give some stuff away.
I've been trying to get
As long as
everything
they
slid
do
in
something
for
Yeah.
the longest.
Yeah, I'd rather you do that. Give it away and put it in storage. You don't have to pay for storage monthly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really don't want to pay for storage, but
Well, then we can just ask in the office, and then you guys try to sell it also.
Yeah, sell it.
Like post it on one of these,
Offer up,
one of these
Facebook,
apps. Yes,
everything.
yes. Post it on everywhere.
because I have a washer and dryer, and I forgot about that.
You see, that's why I never
See,
buy
I
them.
always think about the convenience though.
I got a wash.
See, that's why I just got a
I
part
lease it. I lease them. $30 a month.
I just wonder, man.
I bought mine. I just bought mine.
I know. Everybody's like, why would you not lease the original? Because I don't want that issue.
Yeah.
What am I doing with this box of air?
Yeah.
With this air box? It's all a dryer is. It's an air box. Hot air.
Remember, it's
But
$100.
it comes in handy.
You spent $30 a month.
I spent $30 on it.
I
It's not $100.
I'm gonna have to get it down there somehow. I spent a lot of money on it. It was a
Every car I ever
Samsung.
bought been $100.
Mine is
Samsung. They come with TV on it.
Yeah, almost.
Okay, so we got a plan. Do we have a plan?
Mhm.
So Tuesday the 7th, we're leaving.
Yes,
After
strongly encourage having everything finalized with Sam, no matter what we have to do.
Tuesday the 7th, we're leaving. Here's, I'm telling you guys. Monday, you guys don't have to go in the field. You can use that day to pack. Tuesday, hey, if you want to go in the field, it'll help your paycheck.
I'm still going.
I'm gonna try to help as much as I can, but if it's better, I'm gonna make your life easier. Please communicate, because for training, if you want to go in the field, go. If I was you, same thing. I don't have nothing else to do, I would go. But if you guys need that day to stuff, do that. Use that day. Monday, come into the office, go home, do your life. Tuesday, come into the office, say goodbye, and now you're ready. But maybe you can use Monday to pack the cars, and like get your stuff into her car or into his car on Monday night. Figure it out. But that's the time you guys have. Monday the 6th, office/optional field. And Tuesday, you guys leave. The point is that Thursday you wake up and there's, you guys have a place to stay. Thursday you have a place to stay on Sunday. You'll probably spend all Thursday, if possible, get there early Thursday, so you can get your keys to your apartment, and obviously you guys can go and help Tracy and whatever, but I would recommend Thursday maybe spend all day like just getting your house wherever you're gonna stay together. Go to Walmart, do some groceries, maybe whatever. Friday is when, I mean, the whole Malibu thing is totally optional, but it would be cool. The mansion that we rented, it's available Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have a bunch of owners come and stay with us, so you guys can stay there Friday night, Saturday night, and the first day of sales is Monday the 13th.
Okay.
So just know, like, the first day it doesn't matter what happened. You guys gotta be ready to be there at 6 in the morning on Monday the 13th. But Sunday we'll still wake up in this Malibu place, have some fun. We'll get some brunch. I don't know, do some California things, and then you guys will have an evening to just maybe go home and just kind of prep get your stuff. Okay. Okay. Logistical stuff. Is that done?
What? Can I give like a list? What do you mean?
What do you mean? A list of what?
You said logistical stuff.
Did you write all this down?
Oh, yes.
Okay, great. So
Alright, cool.
I think, okay, more logistical stuff that I want all of you guys to potentially take care of that a new office does not have. Right? You can get there, and things are gonna be missing. Things that you have in the Dallas office that make your life easy are going to be missing. Like, you guys are about to actually see what it takes to run a business, because a lot of things you're gonna be things that you're like very like spoiled with in Dallas, like all the job that Claire does, or the person in the back that does all of our copies that you just take copies from and you never think of like where do these copies come from. Things like that we just consider like easy because they're done for us here. So anyway, make a list of things. I would recommend you guys make a list of things that you guys get together as leaders that you are, of things that like, hey, how can we help Alante and Tracy when they get there? Because they're gonna be real busy and they're not gonna have time to, you know, take care of your attitude if you lose it, which you will, it's okay. But they're not gonna have that much time. So like a door tracker, I'm trying to avoid to get to the California office and say, Alante, where's the door trackers?
A door tracker?
Like
we use
the sheet, yeah, like just get some from here extra for the first week or so. Dude, talk to me tomorrow in the office or talk to me and I'll give one of you like, I'll make the admin print a pack of like 500 or something and just give you a pack. So that lasts you until one of you guys can take control in California and be the person that's in charge of that. Does that make sense?
I have a printer for, I'll take the printer.
Take the printer, yes, take the
For
printer.
free?
Claire's gonna buy 2 of them.
She's
But
like,
you
we're on
then
lockdown.
bring it, dude. Hey, have a printer at your house. It's not a bad idea. I have one here. It saves me a lot. Anyway, so think about stuff like that that can like.
The laminator as well. You need to get one.
Don't worry about that. We'll buy that. But think about what can make my life easier or harder when we get there. I would start looking at the map. I would start looking at territories. I would start looking at all that stuff. Like it's not a bad thing. It won't hurt you. Start just like you guys. Do you guys kind of know DFW how it works based on all this apartments and the houses you go to? This is you're going to a new city. LA is not a small city. We have a list of over 3,000 or 4,000 apartments, but the majority of them are under 100 units. They're like 30, 40, 50 doors. Which Tracy's been practicing, and I haven't seen his sales go down at all. It's actually been almost better because you get less time to get, told to leave.
It's pretty stressful, but you can do it. A lot of
Pretty
mental-
stressful. So imagine if it's pretty stressful and he's telling you, and that's exactly how it's going to be all the time.
I like hitting the smaller complexes. We're practicing on that. And I think it just flies by.
It's just the same. You just got to get used to it. Just like in Chicago, they got used to just not doing any apartments. And they still did 60 something sales. It's okay. So anyway, logistical stuff. So when do we leave? When are cars on and driving?
Joseph.
June 7th after the field. Potentially Sam going a little bit later based on
After the
us
office.
helping her.
Yeah.
After the office, you guys are leaving, so that way you'll probably be able to drive slow and just hey, a flat tire might happen on the road, things like that might happen. Just be prepared. I would double check your cars. I don't know if you guys have taken the cars. Take your time on Saturday or on Sunday, or just ask me if you really genuinely need the time off for it. Ask me. It's like, hey, let me take my car to a place that they can check it and look at it, and like, hey, I'm about to take this car on a 19-hour road trip. Is the spark plugs good? And if they ask you for whatever, just pay it. Get it fixed. Yes, sir.
I may need that. Like the picture I just showed you with my tire, I'll have to get that checked. It might be the sensor. I know Kia Stinger's been having a lot of sensor problems.
I gotta focus on my tags.
Maybe bring that in.
I gotta get my tag done. I gotta do that during like business hours, so I may have to just.
But you have to go to the DMV, bro.
Well, I mean, the one in Arlington is good though. They go
You don't have to go to DMV
Yeah,
to
the
get
one
your
that they
tags.
built in Arlington is like a new one.
You
big,
pay $80
lots of
and you
gas.
go to the
Well,
business to DMV.
that's if they're behind. That's if they're on schedule. If they're behind, like if his tags are like 2 years out,
Yeah, it's 2
he'd have to go to the DMV. That's why I had to sell when I gave my Mustang to my homeboy.
But you see, like, here's the thing about the tax, okay? I don't think that's a big deal. Like, hey, should you do it? Yes, as a responsible adult, you should do it, but that's not a safety issue with the car.
No,
What you don't want to do is the car break down in the middle of the
pulled
road.
over. And
You get pulled over and you get a ticket, yeah, but you've been doing that for the last how long and you're not worried about
I
it.
know. As soon as you travel, you get pulled over or something.
well,
Right.
should've thought of that.
So then, but this is your fault, right? So then don't miss hours from the office for that. That's your fault. Figure it out online.
I'd be speeding.
Take your car to get checked physically.
I may just have to go to like a leaders meeting to make it happen and be at the office.
Perfect. That's great. Cool. What time do we leave? When?
Sounds like one
One.
7.
After car rides.
Except for you. You got the time because that's
Same
why
with
we're
like-
gonna help you out.
Because that way we're not past it at 10 o'clock and we're leaving early and getting there.
Yeah, and like I said, if you guys plan it well, you won't have to maybe stop too much. That's why I'm saying maybe leaving too early, like if you don't stop, you don't have a place to stay there. It's gonna be a lot. But you can ask them, and you can all go in their living room. you know, or whatever.
Like, yeah, bro, I'm telling you now, if we driving, you can drive during the day, I'll drive at night. I'm gonna stay up all night.
That's 20 hours. Anyway,
You'd only need to get gas at Abilene and then like.
anybody got a
you make
Costco
it.
card or a
Or a
Sam's Club
Tesla.
card?
Yeah, I do.
I recommend you put gas in Sam's Club before you leave. It's cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway.
Every Saturday morning.
But it don't matter. Gas is expensive. It's gonna be a $20 difference maximum. So okay, cool. We got that. Logistics are done. We know when we're leaving. Everybody's got a place. Everybody's good. Questions about that? About when to leave, what to bring? Yes, sir.
Not about that. It's just about the new office. So, what are you guys
Can I
gonna
call
expect
you?
us to help out with on like
I'm with
the
Richard.
front end? You know, like orientation. I know
I'll
you
call
want
you
like
back.
Brad and me kind of teaching that back. That's why we've been watching you guys do it. Then what else do you kind of expect from us stepping up?
Listen, I'll cover that. Let me answer that. You can ask them again. But logistics, are we done?
The
Okay,
only
cool.
thing I would say is just maybe because I know like Sam and I were talking about, and everyone's pretty much cool with the idea of building a little caravan at the same time. So I would like to leave at the same time.
Everybody, let's do this. Write this down, this address of the office. Write it down so you have it. At least you have something. But it's 20335 Ventura Boulevard,
Don't get confused.
Woodland Hills.
Both of our.
Woodland Hills, California. Obviously, Jared probably and Brad, you guys' address is what? I'm just thinking, like, do you know what address you're putting in on the GPS to when you leave here?
I have it in.
I have my
What you have,
address
Oh, I have
locked in.
the office.
310.
The office, right? For you guys, we're still kind of finalizing that thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I know, dude. I'm just like they're making me upload stuff. It's being so difficult with them.
They're both the same.
But it's Memorial Day, so I can't do
And
anything.
they're both on the same.
I have mine.
I know. They just want me to upload them, but it doesn't work.
Amazon.
as a-
Make sure.
Okay.
306.
Sorry, I know it's taking forever. Real quick.
Down.
Real quick. Okay, so yeah, you guys have the address. Great.
What about that
You
one?
guys have a place to stay, the boys, right? I'm finalizing. We're helping with them.
You just gotta pay our first month rent.
Yeah, pay the first month rent. If you need it tomorrow in advance, let me know. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got it, and then
Ah.
I think they're good to go, and we just gotta sign these.
If you got something against me, say something.
Did you pay her whatever I advanced?
No, not yet.
No, but you guys have that. You guys are adults. Awesome. I love you. Great.
We gotta pay Thursday or Friday, the rent for
So just send me the thing.
King.
Oh, does that go sitting here all
Send you
rich?
the what? I didn't even know what you said.
No, right?
What did you say?
Not to
I'll
just
have
give me the boat cost.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about the opening a business. So if you guys are cool with that, is that okay?
Yes.
Great. So opening a business is gonna be way more difficult than what you guys think. I'm just talking to you guys now. It's gonna be a little more difficult than you guys think. It's gonna be challenges. Okay, so it's June 13th. Does everybody have an iPhone?
Yes.
Great. So I want you right now to grab your phones and tell your, before you do anything, wait, tell your Siri to remind you on, you're gonna put a reminder on
June 12th.
July 15th. And just say, hey Siri, remind me on July 15th to call Richard about my attitude.
Okay.
Hey Siri, remind me on June 15th. to-
July.
June 15th.
July 15th at 12 p.m.
Never mind, bitch.
Remind me to call Richard July 15th, 8 a.m. Okay. I wasn't done.
That's not
There you go.
July 15th.
Remind me to call Richard about my attitude July 15th. Now.
Well, now she's gonna get-
Here's what's gonna happen, okay? And I've seen this, we've opened a lot of offices, and what we see is like, you guys are gonna get there, and like, I want you guys to remember, I love all of you guys, but, and I really do. When you guys are, most of you guys level 2, it's like, you guys are great. Thing is, I've seen the story happen, I'm telling you. I've seen this story, right? Like, everybody goes to a new office, including the owner. And it's new, it's fresh, palm trees, California, ask Aaron. You guys should be networking with people that opened offices. And it's just very exciting. You guys are gonna smash it. You're gonna break some records. By the way, if each office doesn't do 120 sales, there's no bonus for them. The $20,000 bonus does not exist unless the office hits 120, which if you guys don't hire anybody, it's 30 a person. 30. It's completely doable and completely easy on a virgin territory. But still, it's 30.
Is it just offices?
Each
together?
office, okay?
Each
So
office. So Tracy-
it's 240, but it's basically 120 on Alante side and 120 on Tracy's side. If you guys do 240 and it's 110, 130, I think it'll be okay. The point is we gotta prove to the client that we have wood, you know, to burn a fire, and then you guys will get the bonus. Like the only thing the office needs from you, right, honestly, is you guys just need to go and make money. We cannot give you a base pay. You guys are not gonna have base pay. Now here's why, okay? And maybe this is something I can change in the future in terms of me like training them, but like they don't have, a business has no money in when it starts. So there's just no extra money to pay when it comes to a base pay. Not that you guys really need it. Okay, I think all of you guys here are on $60, or most of you. But anyway, just like it, base pay, okay? I'll give it to you here if you need it because, hey, like, because I told you, but a new business is not. We need to keep it maybe for people that start that are a little newer out there, and stuff like that. But we're not gonna just be able, like, it's just, you cannot expect it. Like the base pay is no problem. Maybe they actually give you something, but it's really the expectation. Okay, that's why I put a reminder after a month, because you're gonna get there, you're gonna be excited and whatever, but you will lose gratitude. You will lose gratitude is the most important thing. You know, whether this goes well for you or not, you can go 6 years from now and have on your resume that, hey, you went and traveled 20 hours across the country and you opened the business, you opened it, and you were the first employee there next to the owner of the company. That's a big deal. It's a pretty cool thing. Like, hey, I was the first employee hired. I signed my paperwork the same day than the president. It was pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's a great experience you'll have whether you actually finish the program or not. Reality is some of you guys will not. That's just the reality, you know? And it's okay. It's okay. One of you is gonna quit. Or two, or three, or maybe all of you. Somebody's gonna quit, and I just want you, the cross-line relationship, you guys are all cross-linked to each other. I always say it. And when I go out there, yes, like Jared's on Brad's team and all that stuff, but in your head, you should be all directly tied up with the owner as a first generation, at least for coaching purposes, okay? The reality is one of you guys is gonna quit. Somebody's gonna quit. Somebody's gonna lose gratitude, they're gonna quit, and there's gonna be this whole like, leaving the apartment, and there's just gonna be this delayed quitting attitude of like just lengthy. It just happened in every office we open. It happens after a month or two. And all of you guys right now are thinking, well, it won't be me. And everybody thinks that, but like, hey, life happens. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to make you feel bad if you are the one that quits. But somebody's gonna quit. And that's when we're gonna see if the group takes a hit or not. And you just gotta be strong to understand, like, nobody's there to make friends. Are we gonna go have fun? Absolutely. We're gonna be friends? Absolutely. But somebody's gonna quit. They know, they're prepared. Their first goal as a new owner is to go and build 5 leaders that they can train in the field. Because just like I would train you to not depend on your team, it's a great opportunity for you guys to build a business from the beginning, partner up with your upline, and really like help them build some people. But they're not gonna be able to rely on you because their life is on the line for sure. If it goes wrong for them, they go bankrupt. You guys don't. Does that make sense? So that's the, I guess not maybe the beauty side, but somebody's gonna quit, and you guys are gonna, when it happens, you're gonna, oh, Richard told us. And and I just want to tell you, like, I'm excited about it, but when it happens, like, you just gotta be prepared. And hey, listen, I always have faith. Like, maybe not. This is a little bit of a special situation. We're opening 2 offices at once. It's a bigger group. Maybe it doesn't, dude. Maybe it doesn't. I don't send you thinking you will quit. You know what I mean? Like, I send you thinking you're gonna make it through the training. If not, we wouldn't send you. We have to say no to a few people, if you guys probably know. Because I think there's options, you know, all of you guys have some good options to make it. But hey, I also gotta prepare you. It's my job as a coach to tell you, somebody's gonna quit. Somebody's gonna quit and probably still live with one of you. And it's gonna be like awkward. And it's also okay, and that's why you have to have a bigger connection and be more of a best friend with one of them, not so much to each other. Is it okay to be friends? Yes, but when we talk about, hey, your cross-line relationship should only be encouraging, it should only be encouraging. Like, you shouldn't talk to each other about an advice, even if it's asked. It's just, it's a lot harder to maintain that discipline. You know, most people don't keep the discipline, so they just say what they think, and then it's the immediate flesh. And then it's a lot harder to maintain the discipline, but I think it's the most important thing. Is as a cross line, it's, hey, you know what, talk to Alan. I think you need to talk to Alan about this. You and I should only be laughing about stuff, and we should only be, I know you had a horrible day, I heard it, but it's just not my, you know. Let's call Alante right now. I'm putting the call on the speaker. Does that make sense? And somebody, and it's not them, needs to understand that really well and really take control of it. Because it's very easy, and misery loves company, when you have a bad day, to your roommate feels it. You guys should create something in your house where you live where it's not like all day work talk. You know what I mean? Like, because hey, somebody does 10, the other one does 0. The person that does 0 doesn't want to talk. Is that true?
Yeah.
The person that does 10 wants to talk all day. Oh my God, I sold this lady, and she bought 4 of them. And you're like, damn, dude. I haven't sold 4 all week. You know, and like, it's discouraging. But now you're home. Now you can't even think about it. Like, you can't even have a safe place at home to go and just. Some people just, hey, you want to go home and be sad for a little bit.
Gotta get the
And if you, do I recommend that? No, I don't think you should be sad. I think you should get your stuff together because you're an entrepreneur about to open a business. But if there was a place that you could have a little bit of time for that, it should be your home. So anyway, maybe make a rule where like, hey, let's break down our days. It's only 3 of you. Let's break down our days with our upline on the phone before we walk into the house and keep the house a safe place.
We can take turns using the bedroom.
Huh?
Cry or something.
To cry.
No, you see, I wouldn't recommend that.
Bedroom's
Bedroom-
fine, cool.
bed-
That's gonna
Cry
be
in my bedroom.
The bedroom
Y'all
to sleep.
side cry. No negativity allowed time.
But anyway, so anyway, just wanted to say that, and then hey, I want you guys to see like how quickly, like how much of the excitement that is at the beginning that you guys have, like, and you guys know, right? You see new guys that start and they spike, right? And they go down. And then some of them are promoted to leaders, and you keep hearing me say, no, don't promote them. But the leader always wants to promote them because it's my person on my team, and I want to promote them. And Richard's like, no, because I'm seeing the downhill, and I'm like, you're gonna be miserable. And it happens every time there's a new thing. Every time there's a new experience, and this is a cool experience, your hype is gonna be hype. You're going to Cali, you're gonna be on every national call for the first 2 weeks or 3. Like, they're gonna highlight you guys, new office, you're gonna have your office, have you guys seen it? Your guys' office is beautiful, dude. It's like all full of windows and palm trees. Bro. Not to mention, there's also the hood right there, the map. But like, you guys are gonna experience that hype of like excitement and like, and climb up with enthusiasm. Don't slow it down. I just want to challenge you guys. You guys are leaders. Hey, who's gonna keep it? It will go down. One day you will look at the palm tree and you won't be that. You'll be like, it's the same palm tree than yesterday. I'm not happy anymore about it. And the excitement will go down. And now what'll start to creep up is the demonic thoughts of, I should have stayed. I get homesick. Miss my mom. Your mom's gonna remind you about the prices of the gas in California don't make any sense. And you should have stayed in Dallas, and you'll Google prices in Dallas, but yeah, it was cheap. And you'll start to think like a broke person, because that's what happens. And the bad thoughts will come up. They will come. You can't avoid them. They will come. You just have to call your upline right there. Or me. It will happen. You will have a time where you were like, I should have not got in Richard's office. I would have got more interviews maybe. Because guess what? It's in the office. What if we don't figure out the recruiting? You think when we get there, there's gonna be 10 second rounds walking in every day where you can just like, in Dallas, bro, like you guys are spoiled. It's so easy. Like I was there when we had no interviews and we had to survive, you know? But the turnover's still there, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. When there's no interviews, people still quit though. It's not like people stop quitting to give us time to grow. It doesn't work like that. You know?
I'll quit too.
Hey, let me quit 2 weeks because, and I'll still do 6 a day because nobody started this week in orientation, nobody stuck around. No, like you guys here, it's like, I ain't get an interview. I was talking to Brad yesterday, he's like, hey, my interviews are, I've been getting this kind of interviews. I'm like, okay, one day you're gonna get no interviews. And you guys might get there and be just doing sales for 4 weeks with no growth. And that might still be a part of why you grow quicker. Because sometimes you gotta take 2 steps back to 3 steps, because we don't figure out the recruiting, because it's a different ad posting. You'll learn all of this. It's a different just system that it's built. There's no reviews on these companies. There is no Newbern Excel type social media. This business doesn't exist. So people don't Google it. They can't Google it. When you can't Google a place, do you go to that restaurant if you can't find the address? Rarely. Does that make sense? So like the recruiting is not gonna be the same, which is gonna, or maybe it is, but it's gonna you might take a hit and you might start feeling entitled. And you'll lose gratitude is when I make you might be like, there's no interviews. You'll have that thought, well, I didn't show up. There was only 2 that didn't show up, and I did 6 yesterday. So now I gotta do 6 again, and I don't even have to do guaranteed interview tomorrow. Entitled. Like you are not entitled, you are not owed anything. You are supposed to perform to your maximum ability every day, and nothing to be given in return to you. And then after 6 months of doing that, or 4 months, or 3, or whatever the time it is, after May, you might even have a chance maybe to get promoted. Does that make sense?
I'm excited.
You might have to work for 6 weeks with no one in your car, and you're the only one in the car solo.
Perfect.
With no one to train and no growth. And watch all the other people on the tracker promote. I promoted 7 leaders today. I just promoted my 6th assistant manager on my team, and I've been here for a month. You might have to go through that. It's normal. And you're gonna get this feeling of like, oh, maybe Tracy's not that good. And when you get it, just know it's a lie. It is doubt creeping up on you. Here's how I call it. It's the business trying to filter you out back into where you were before you started it. Because that's what it does. The business is going to force you to fix the problem. Okay? Does this make sense? You're going to feel entitled for a little bit because we're human, it's flesh, you're human nature. And when you have that, I need you to understand, like, before you make the mental judge, just consider that you might be missing information. Consider that you might be in the right path, even though it doesn't look like it, because you might not have, again, the interviews, or all your trainees quit because the office location is shit, or whatever the excuse. Does that make sense? This might happen, and you might perform, and you might deserve better, and you still don't get it. You still have to have a good attitude. You still have to show up early. All of you guys should be there early all the time. Like, you're never gonna get a chance where you're gonna see your owner with only 3 leaders on the team. It's the only time you have is when you start. Because he's gonna start building, and then in a few months it's gonna be an office full of people begging for his time. And you guys are gonna be the only ones that saw them as an account manager in the field. You might sometimes you got too much of a connection that's very bro with your upline. And it's too much of a bro. It's okay to be friends. But sometimes, because you saw your owner, this is what happened, I think, between with Mike to Danny. You know, sometimes because Danny let him be two friends also, and sometimes you got too much of a bro with your upline, and you got a little bro business. You know, a little baby bro businessy. Because you're just so much of a bro, and then you'll watch people start in California, local from there. They met Alante directly as the owner, and you'll see them grow. And all it is because they just respected so much, like, wow, the owner of the company, and they did exactly what you've done that's got you here. And that's why they'll grow. And then you'll either think like, that's what I need to do, or you'll be like, well, I've already done that, and you'll have a feeling of entitlement or a feeling of gratefulness. And that's like the hardest thing to keep is that. One person might quit, maybe one of you quits and you actually have a good reason. Well, I quit because, Tracy, said this to me. And, you don't say that to me. And you actually might be right. It doesn't change anything, though.
Tracy already did that, so.
I also want you guys to understand, like, you're dealing with a new manager, and you guys will not understand this until you get to assistant manager, unless you maybe network a lot. But opening a new company is very, very, very difficult, and this is why only 1% or 2% of Americans do it, because it's very difficult. Would you agree if you ask all your friends if they want to run a business, they'd probably all say yes? And And why don't do it?
It's hard.
Because it's difficult. It takes everything you've got, man. It takes for them. These guys, you don't understand, but like you're watching like a person that's gonna be a millionaire, and you're watching them before they even make their first 50 grand. Like you're seeing that. That's priceless. You guys don't see it yet. I do. But like you're watching them. You're watching like how to become a millionaire live. You don't have to go on TV. Put it on YouTube. You're seeing it right there, and it's on there. It's like loading. If you see that bar, it says 100% loading. It's on like 5% loading. Millionaire. They haven't even made 50 grand yet. They're hungry. They have all the qualities, and you guys are watching that, and that is so important. But it's also very stressful and difficult. So what I'm trying to tell you is, they're gonna make mistakes. They've probably already made a lot of mistakes with you, and that's why you're here too. But these guys are gonna make mistakes. Like Alante is gonna go off with you one day, or Tracy's gonna like it, because you don't understand what's on their calendar, because they have the financial pressure, the same one that you have. But also they are responsible. They know if they don't make money on their company, they cannot expect their employees to make money. Does that make sense? So if they're losing money every week, which sometimes happens, like imagine you have a bad check and you have that pressure. Imagine for a company. The way they're gonna think about it is like, dude, they have a bad check, I have a bad check, all of their families have a bad check, nobody in Nestle's delivering nothing. Like, it's a lot more responsibility. So and they're new managers, you're not dealing with Richard. Not that you're lucky to have me, but I do have experience, and I have a lot more just time and experience, you know? And like, I've dealt with a lot of stuff that as a new owner, I see myself, I'm like, wow, as a new owner, I blew that up. I blew that person out of the business. So just understand, you still have me. Like, I would love for you guys to talk to me. I talk to Charlie all the freaking time. But like, hey, when you feel mad at Tracy or at Alante, because you will, like, they might go off to you something a certain way, and you might feel like you don't deserve to be maybe talked like that or pressured in a certain way or whatever, and you feel a little upset, dude, it's fine. They're not, just understand, they are not perfect. They are also in a management and training program, just like you are, and they just hit their, like, the pinnacle of the position where really the job that they're doing is, it's all of this, and I'm not joking, it's orientation. They're about to start day one. June 13th is day one for them. All of this was orientation. Are you thinking about that for a second? All of this stuff, a year, was orientation, Dwight. The warm up.
Orientation.
Can you think about that? Hey, but also think about, you know, you might be thinking, damn, but that's my whole life I'm spending on orientation. Like, my entire life is this business, a lot of you guys, probably all of you guys, and that's okay. But like, it was orientation. It's gonna start day one. Alante is gonna get into the big leagues now with Tracy, and now they're gonna get into the chats where like, everybody in this chat's like talking about how to make 150 grand that year. That's just the normal conversation. It's no longer, how can I high roll and make 25 sales? That's just so low. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So like, they're in a big league. They're gonna have, like, this is the Champions League of business. It's the Super Bowl, and they're gonna make a mistake on you. So I just want to prepare you. Like, you're going to feel like, screw this guy one day, and you can call me that day. I'll probably agree with you. Yeah, you're gonna Alante. It sucks, but don't take it. Don't keep it in. Don't bottle it up. Call me. I'm his other. Do not cross lane, which is what typically happens. Did Alante do the same thing to you? Because you might be thinking, well, probably he did. So then you just boom, and you spread a bomb. And if you do that to him, you're doing that to 66% of his company. And all the work we put in just goes down the drain. You know, all the work, all this building a business goes up the escalators and down the elevator. It's so quick to elevator. How long does it take an elevator to go down 10 floors? 10 seconds. But imagine an old lady going up 10 floors on the escalators. That's how long, that's the effort it takes. And you can just knock it out by just a comment like that. Because you tell Kie, man, look what Alante did to me. Yeah, he forgot to pay me this on my Sunday sales and my gas paycheck, and forgot that. And you just told that to him, who is 52% of the income of the company. Just destroy everything because you don't have the discipline to just keep your stupidity. Not yours specifically, right? But like, I've had that. And it's just a discipline, like, bite your tongue and call me. And I'll teach you how to handle with Alante the conversation. And that's what you use me for. Please don't disappear from my life. Unless you want to. Which is okay then. I'll just collect the overrides. And then I'll send you a thank you card at the end of the year. No, but you guys please call me for that. Or for anything, obviously. Not only, but that, just know, like, it's a new manager, they're gonna make mistakes. Did you guys make all mistakes when you were a new leader?
Yeah.
Did you ever have an interview that you were like, promised your upline that they were gonna show up?
Yeah.
And the interview never showed up again? Not only that, the interview disappeared from every contact list in the world.
Awesome.
It's like there's another office that like recruits people right up our door, right? And just grabs them with like, you know, aliens, right? There's like another planet that has all these guys that you guys interviewed and hired. And they're all starting, probably growing in other planets, right? So you guys all make mistakes as a new person, as a new entry level. As a new manager, you will too. And just understand, they were going through that. I'm not a new manager. A lot of mistakes that you're like, this is Richard. You're gonna, well, Richard in Dallas didn't do that happen. Well, because it's 4 years for me. I've been practicing for 1,200 days. And they're on day one. They're gonna make a mistake. They're studs. In my opinion, this is the best office we're gonna open. Of all the, you know, all the offices personally that I've opened, I always think the latest one is the best because we get better at stuff. Which is why I think sometimes it's almost better that sometimes it takes a little longer for people because you just get to see. When I opened Danny, I thought Danny was the best that I've ever opened. But I also thought that when I opened Steven, I also thought that when we opened Derek. Like, they were just the best. But then it keeps just getting better. So, anyway, that was most of the stuff that I wanted to chat, but hopefully that makes sense. And I really think it's gonna be awesome. I really wish you guys the best. Have a blast. Listen, it's still a work trip. We're going to this mansion. We rented out a mansion. We've never done it. But please be relaxed when you go out there. We're gonna spend Friday night, do a barbecue. We're gonna invite a bunch of leaders and a bunch of owners from other cities. And just spend the night and just have fun. There's a pool. I've never been in a house this big. I don't think none of you guys had. It had like 16 bedrooms. It's a whole mansion. It was like $13,000 for 3 nights. And it's for you to just, hey, let's open a business. Let's have fun. Let's you know, a little camaraderie. Friday night, Saturday night there. We're gonna bring Orlando and owners are coming to just so you guys can network just for you. The network. Danny is gonna come there so you guys can just network with them, and Cassandra and Aaron's gonna be there, and Aaron's promotions, just so you guys personally can have like a 2-hour pool conversation with the owner and really see what it take advantage of that, because you're not gonna get that. That's why I buy this place, is because I want all the other owners to want to come, and that way you guys get them. You just lock them in, handcuff them. So that'll be that weekend. We'll probably do a little like prep talk the Saturday night. And then I don't know, watch the stars or whatever we do out there. We'll go out to dinner. I don't know if I'm gonna want to go out of that house, honestly.
That's what I was thinking.
Be my upline in Madden.
Tommy's gonna be there. We're gonna take John. Don't tell him yet. I tell him he's gonna have to build a leader before he goes. But John's gonna be there until Wednesday to go in the field with you guys. The first 3 days. With Tommy's gonna be in the field with you guys. First 3 days.
So much fun.
I'm thinking maybe one more person from our office that'll go and visit.
Claire told me she's going to the
Claire's
field.
going too. Claire's going to the field with you. That's
Wow,
awesome.
she's gonna be with us for a whole week. So
You
she
guys
said,
did.
fuck it.
Claire's going first.
Still.
Claire's going first. There's a dog in the field. You guys
I'm
go
bunny
with Claire.
happy.
I gotta see.
I need to see Claire in the field.
Why the hell don't you?
I wanna see you. I wanna see you.
I'm in the field. I'm the same, bro. I go in the field and I get 40 no's. And I get wrecked. And I lose my attitude every 20 minutes.
When I feel Richard, I was
You were new,
I was
right?
walking. Yeah, I was new. I was walking to my building. He's like, "Hey, bro, why you walking?" I said,
Every time I go to the field, I'm like, that's why I don't come. Because it's always the same problem. People just walk. They think they're just gonna go through this like 10-year training program in 6 months walking.
"No, he was."
I was running, and it was July. It was just hot.
It was hot.
It was hot. It was Evolve in Mansfield. I'll never forget. I've been there like 100 times. Every time we do 6.
You did good. First 2 hours.
You've been to Evolve in Mansfield? It's a great spot. It's like big buildings. It's like 3 floors,
Yeah.
15 doors a piece. So every building's 45 doors. You got 9 or 10 of them.
9
Those
or
are the
10.
best ones.
By the time they try to catch you from the office, they gotta find you in the building.
They go.
Like you gotta be making a sale, so it takes a long time to catch you.
No, I remember the office lady walked up on us and you were like, I don't know what you said, but you.
I got her thinking she was wrong, right?
Yeah, she's like, oh, okay. He was like, by the way, would you want for the office? And you pitched it to the office. She's like, oh, no, we're okay, thank you. He's like, we'll be here for another like 30 minutes. We'll be okay. We'll be out here. She's like, okay. I was like, how did you just do that?
I pulled that move.
Did I just tell the lady? We're just gonna be here for another, 30 minutes, 2 hours.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Did y'all need one for your the doggy cage as well? Okay.
It'd be a little faster if you stop talking.
We try to get you what you guys want.
You guys was close. I was here
But
at
anyway,
6.
does that all make any questions? Do you guys have any fears, doubts that we can cast out
Any.
I'm terrified.
about?
I'm just starting this up from the ground up.
Are you excited? But
I'm really
you're
excited.
extremely valid.
I'm
You're a
really
great
excited.
leader. You're extremely valid. You got to go there. Here's the business. Business is pretty simple, man. You go there in California, you sell stuff, you teach 5 people to sell stuff, and then we incorporate you.
I'm just ready.
Really, that's it. They just got to all line up at the same time.
I think my only concern is just something that I deal with you and Tracy, just kid time,
Your kid, yeah, something we've talked. With Key, we've been talking since everyone started here.
Really?
We've been talking about California with Key since you guys all started. Before he started.
they put in my interview.
Before he started the interview. He's like, okay, tell me about your son. But yeah, and other than that, it's okay to have questions. It's okay, it's okay to be nervous. But at the same time, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be super fun. If you guys just respect what I'm saying, like, hey, cross line, no matter what condition, no matter it's my roommate or my mom. If my mom is my cross line, I'm only encouraging her. If my son is my cross line,
Right.
I'm not giving my son any feedback. Just encouraging him. I'm like, son, go to your airplane. Hopefully it'll be me.
I think we're just gonna have a golden rule. As soon as someone starts cross-eyed, phones just get brought out to Tracy to want to take you. Just like no.
Things happen, people want to ask for advice, and that's the thing. Don't offer advice that you just unless it's from on the downline. Don't offer advice. I remember I was with Magali sitting down. It was the funniest thing in the world on her parents' lunch. It was on your parents' lunch, and she understands it so well because her mom told her in Spanish, you don't want to go to California because it's so expensive out there. And Magali's like, Mom, have you been? and then her mom's like, no. And Magali's like, oh. It's like, okay, I'm gonna stop listening because that doesn't make any sense. So you've never been everywhere.
I've never been.
You did, but you do have an opinion, pretty big opinion.
What do you think?
Well, she just doesn't want me to leave her.
I know, but you're understanding the business because you did it great. You did it still to your mom, which is one of the most difficult, and you didn't do it in a way to disrespect her. You were just checking fruit, and it was beautiful to see. I was like, normally I have to do that to the parent of the stranger, and I feel very uncomfortable. Everybody says that. Oh, it's super expensive in California. And by the way, there's a lot of reasons why people say that. It's probably true, but it's funny when people say it. I know, I just heard it.
I just have to get it
Interesting.
together. Sometimes here and there, just gotta get it right.
Write down no for the
Magali just gotta get it right with her.
No,
Long pause.
I get it to gather her sometimes.
You eat with your chin, dude.
What does that mean?
Anything else? Tracy or Alante, anything you guys want to say? Right up.
I just wanted to see if anybody had any doubts or anything they wanted to say.
Oh, I got no
I think,
doubts.
yeah.
I think for me,
normal,
Looking.
just the.
like a new
Let her speak, bro.
I'm not sorry.
No, I just was gonna say that, yeah, but I'm excited to go either way.
Here's the positive. I'm just telling you all the negatives because when they happen, I want you to look at it and go, oh, Richard did say talk about that too. But also this could happen. I think it's more closer to what's gonna happen. You guys might have to do 3 interviews or 2 interviews a day each, and build your team so quickly that you have to stay as an assistant manager for 3 or 4 months because you just don't like understand how you grew so fast. That can happen too. But you gotta be predictable. You have to have a predictable attitude. You have to work on that. And that's it. Just think about it like this, right? If you were Alente and you had no money in the bank and you have a new business, would you give the responsibility to yourself?
Yes.
All of you can answer that question personally based on what you know that you do. And if the answer is yes, you'll probably do it too. I mean, we're trying to be smart. So we will tell you that. What I'm telling them as soon as you guys leave, we're gonna have a little, I wanna stay with them for a little bit. But a big recap is like, hey, you can't count on, you gotta act like all these guys are quitting to the first day. That's why we train people to do it all. Because they could all do it, it just take a little longer. Aaron did it, I did it. You have one person, maybe you get one leader in your team. You gotta build from there. It just takes longer, but it's possible. You do. Guess what? There's less stress because you only gotta worry about one guy. You can only get maximum 1 text a day of somebody not coming in because you only have one person.
I just got
Any questions? Or comments? Anything you guys want to say? You want to share any excitement or gratitude that you have towards anybody or anything?
I'm excited and grateful for all of you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm grateful too.
Bro, watch these 2 ladies here all fighting or whatever and smash all the boys.
My bar
I don't know.
20 to 30. So.
Key just indifferently,
We'll
just
see Key and
aggressively,
Virgin territory.
passively.
We'll see.
I'm just trying to stay
Key
more
and Jared in
consistent with
Virgin
my
territory.
sales.
That's gonna be nice.
Game
Rebuttals.
over. Game over.
2 rebuttals.
Network.
Yeah.
Two no's in a go.
Did he tell you?
Yeah, I know that. I'm running the right.
I listen. I had a rip bro. You had 8 of them rebuttals. I'm like,
I didn't even realize I was doing it. They were like, oh,
What else? Anybody else?
I was like, me neither. It's just my job.
Are we gonna start? Are we gonna? No, I guess not. I guess we don't have enough for that.
Enough for what? What are you talking about?
Start being in car rides together so we can actually start working together.
Bro, can we? I would love to. It's like if you guys
We
can,
gotta
if
build-
you guys can
Yeah,
do
but
the
we
car
gotta
rides,
build the leaders
if you guys can do the car rides for Dallas right now, and tell me how that's possible. It's just how the office
Yeah, I
situation
know.
in Dallas is right now.
Okay.
It's very difficult. But you guys will have time for that. Don't. I tried. Hey, today we had one of the cars together, right?
Yeah, we were together.
Brad and Sam were together.
And me and Alante were together.
Also, a big thing about going to car rides together for not for you, but specifically for some people, is to actually have cars.
I probably will.
I've been, hey, listen, and for these 2 guys leaving with no cars, like, you know, they both know I've told them for over 4 months each to get a car. Well, for you, since your 2nd week, I don't know if you've been here that long.
I've been here like a month.
I'm like, hey, get your check. I knew he made $1,000.
been for a month and a half. Nah, you've
Not
been
even
for
like
like
2 months.
2 months. 2 months.
Even then.
But Jared has never made less than $1,000 a week, except maybe for 1 check. And I remember telling him, like, go get your $1,000 and go put a down payment. So that's why I don't want to rush it now, because if you guys go get a car tonight, you're gonna get scammed. If you need a car, that's when you. That's why the car salesman is trained to know that you need it.
You can smell it.
So they will clock you in. Oh, you're 18.
19.
No, I can speak.
22.
No,
No.
That is a true statement.
That is a very
24
true thing.
APR. Yep.
Go get your licenses right, Dwight. Get your DPS license. Get your change address that you live in California. Get you a California license and be a resident, and go get a car. Like it takes. It's only just going online and doing that. Yes, sir.
I was wondering who you think would be the best people to network with starting up the new office. And just
People that have opened new offices and were successful. Ask these questions. Look, call Jay. And call Steven. Steven, the owner. Tell Steven to talk to you about this experience when he moved from my office in Dallas to Aaron's office in California. And a month later, he was the only one left.
Whose office? What office is Jay in?
Right.
Jay and Danny something.
Jay, yeah.
Oh, that's Jay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, ask him about the experience and like ask him, hey, do you remember the conversation Richard had when you guys all got there, like the travel team combo at the hotel with the pizza place at the hotel in Winston-Salem? Ask him. He remembers.
What about
Ask Clay and Jennifer that are running the crap out of the Chicago office. They moved from Aaron's office in California to Steven's office in Chicago, and they are blowing up. Jenny has like 11 liters. She's about to get promoted. So ask her about that experience, and also
What's his name? Aaron.
Who's on that call?
Aaron and Jose.
you can ask Jose, but it would be more interesting to talk to whoever's the leader. For you guys that are leaders, who was the leader? And to tell you, like, have Clay tell you what was the challenges and what he would have done different if now he had to repeat the story of helping an owner open an office. Like, what would you do different? And they'll tell you all these little things that are so important, like your living situation being ready, your cross line, you know, like, dude, there's so many stories that you guys can network with. And Jared, for you, I think it'd be great to talk to Jay, but have him go deep and maybe a call where he can really explain, like, from when we got there, and then, hey, did Richard have a conversation of like something like this, and he'll say yes, and how it happened after 4 weeks, and what was the results. Normally, there's always an owner in the team, or two. You guys are more people, so at least there's 2 or 3 owners in here, by math. But it also could be 0, or it also could be all of you. It doesn't, you know, statistics
I'm feeling all
are for losers. I'll tell you that. Statistics say that most of you will not make it. I also think statistics are for losers, and they don't say anything. Statistics don't mean anything, they just reveal how you feel about the number.
Is anybody feeling any pressure?
But that's good. That's good. You guys should have pressure.
I just wish I would have saved
Except for you.
better.
Because you're awesome.
You would what?
Wish I would have saved more money.
But you,
before
Magali,
I didn't have it.
you need to do better.
Seemed like I was going up, I was
You
right
did way
about
better. How many you do
$1,000,
today?
and then like a week it was at 0.
That's
and I
it.
don't
You
know
just
why.
like love this sport.
It's just like,
I
all my
mean,
bills paid,
I think is we
couple
have the same
surprise
plan with
bills,
Dwight. You just
I
love to
looked up,
count
I
your
was
sales.
like,
You only want to use one.
nothing in the savings account, and then I had to
To
drop
count your sales.
700.
Instead of
on
Sam,
the
they have to use
security
two today.
deposit, and it's just like,
You know how Sam
I
has to
haven't
need to
been
use two?
able Save, and so I'm just
Some people need
thinking
to use their
about how
foot.
quickly can I make money?
That's when they do 10
Then I
plus.
get taken.
Real
How many sales did you do?
Huh?
Real quickly.
So we'll get a paycheck on our first week if we get saved, or is it gonna be delayed 1 week like normal?
Anything you got, Tracy?
What would that be?